All right, here we go. Slim 400. Welcome to VladTV.
Yep. Thanks for having me, man.
Well, I'm not gonna say thanks for being here. Just thanks for being in general, because what
Yeah.
you recently went through, the fact that you're walking around doing interviews, going to the studio, and everything else like that is really a miracle. And we're gonna get into that whole story a little bit later. But I just want to put that out there, man. You know, I know you're a little bit hurt right now, but
Yeah.
the fact that like I'm really amazed as to what I'm seeing right now. You know, it's definitely a testament to your strength.
Yeah, it's a
Where you are.
blessing, man.
Absolutely. Well, it's your first time here. Let's go ahead and get into your story. So, you were actually born in Germany.
Yes. My father basically was in the military. He just probably just what you call it
Discharge.
not discharged. He
Retired?
huh?
Retired?
Yeah, retired. I'm tripping. Yeah, he just retired probably a couple of years ago, but my mom was in Germany when they had me, so I basically came to California in the States when I was probably like 11 months.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
since 11 months, that's all I know is California.
your parents were actually from Compton?
Nah, my mom's, she from like Mississippi, and my pops, he kind of like from Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
But as they was younger, my dad moms moved to California and like Watts or something. Well, Compton first, and they met at Compton High. And my mom's, she moved to Compton with her moms, so they met at Compton High, and it was on from there for them.
Okay, so your dad is in the Army, right?
Yeah, he was.
He was. He gets stationed in Germany.
Uh-huh.
Your mom flew out.
Yeah, he basically flew her out,
Mm-hmm.
and they got married, and from there, shit had me, I guess.
Okay, they had you, but then you moved back to the States
Yeah.
with just your mom?
Yeah, because I guess certain things weren't going right within their relationship or something. I don't know, but all I know is I was 11 months when I got off the plane into the States of America, as I should say.
Okay. And did your dad come back to the U.S. also, or he stayed out there?
Yeah, he came back here and there
Okay, so he
for
wasn't...
like visits and
Okay.
His breaks and all that.
Okay, so but you were primarily raised by your mom?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah,
Okay, siblings?
huh?
Any brothers, sisters?
I got a sister on my dad's side. She live in Kentucky,
Okay,
so I talk to her every now and then.
so it was really just like an only child situation.
Yeah, to be
Just
real,
you and your mom.
Uh huh.
Okay, and then you moved to Spruce Street in Compton.
Shit, like I said, 11 months. That's all I knew was Spruce.
Okay,
So when we got off that plane and my grandma, which is my mom's mother, came and got us, we went to Spruce. And from there, shit,
okay.
you know.
So now here you are, growing up in Spruce Street in Compton. What starts to happen as you get into your teens?
Shit, I done seen shootouts, niggas gambling, fights, police taking people to jail, car wrecks, you name it, bro. It was just all type of things that was going on to where everybody that I seen, they kind of was embracing me. You see what I'm saying? On some like little homie type stuff. So I went off that just being around certain people and watching what they was doing to the point where it was like I want to do it. You feel me? And that's how I kind of got turned out. You know what I mean?
You know, you talked about, you have songs and everything else like that about
Yeah.
being Piru. You have your biggest song is actually called Piru.
Yeah.
When did you get kind of involved in all that?
I say I started really been affiliated, with the gang about like 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Tree Top Pirus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with Compton. Like, for example, Mob James is becoming a regular guest on VladTV, and he's Mob Piru. So that's a whole different
Section.
section.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of like numbers, are you guys a large number crew?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
Yeah, we very deep.
Okay. So you're 13, 14, that's when you get involved. Did you get jumped in?
Me personally, it's like me growing up right there. I feel like I just start doing stuff with homies to just like involve myself within them. So as I'm growing up and being around all the people that's from there, and we doing all the negative things and all this other stuff, it was just a nasty like, oh, he from the gang, he from the gang, he from the gang, and I just kept going with it. So I ain't really like to go through no fighting shit. It was just the shit I was doing already just put me in that situation of being down and for the crew. You feel me?
That type of life involves a lot of losses. So you talked about shootouts and everything else like that. How old were you when you started seeing that?
Shit, 11. Shit,
11
10,
years old,
like,
you saw a shootout.
hell yeah, like
Okay.
you had other neighborhoods trying to come through our neighborhoods and get at the dudes that was hanging on my block. You know what I'm saying? Which was the older cats and the older G's. And certain hoods ain't too far from my hood. You can cross the next main street and be in somebody else's section. You can go in the back of my hood and cross over that main street and be in somebody else's hood. So you got Crips back here, Pirus on this side, Pirus on that side, Pirus on that side, Crips at this angle. It was just, it's so fast just to be in somebody else's hood. So for them to want to be on missions, they come from the back up the front towards our shit and catch niggas doing whatever they doing, and my partners had to be on point. So I done seen it all like that.
Okay. And this is all documented. This has been talked about
For sure.
to death. And I remember I was working with Game a while back when he was first starting, when he was still living in Compton, with Black Wall Street. And I remember, being in some of these houses and there's cameras, multiple angle, there's screens, like a flat screen with multiple cameras. People are doing, it's almost like a military situation. People are doing watches, people have to be on certain corners to make sure that nothing happens.
Yeah, because that's like the others gonna try to sneak up on you and
Right.
come within that little area that they feel like they can kind of run up on you in. So them cameras gonna be necessary. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, they talked about how, I remember I was friends with the owners of Royal Blunts, and they sent a case over to them. And they were telling me how happy they were because they felt like they were risking their lives to go to the corner store to get a pack of blunts.
Hell yeah.
And just living in that type of mentality, man, as an outsider just sounds crazy. But for you, this was regular.
I feel like in certain situations, I'm sending certain people to stores to get my shit too, because any given moment, anything can happen.
Okay.
Period.
Were you losing friends along the way?
Yeah, I lost a couple of friends, bro, relatives. Like, that is a part of life, I guess, bro. Like,
Well, what changed you after that situation?
I feel the first go around, nothing really changed me. It's just I was staying out of people's hoods. You see what I'm saying? I'm taking the main streets now. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be where all the other cars at. And if y'all want to do something right there, then y'all brave. But for the most part, I was going through back streets and taking shortcuts, and which I shouldn't have been doing. But Friday night traffic, shit. I'm trying to get there fast as I can. But within doing that, other shit occurred.
Were you getting arrested along the way?
Yeah, minor shit, weed, no insurance and warrants, stuff like that.
Nothing serious.
Nah, I might have a gun charge. Other than that, like, it was minor shit. I ain't probably did no more than 2 months ever.
Okay. So the gun charge was just a slap on the wrist, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So at what point did the rapping come about?
Just being around my homie Life and him just always just freestyling in studios. And once Gang picked him up to be from Black Wall Street, I'm like, okay, this nigga really got signed.
Wait a minute. I think
Young Life.
Young Life. Yeah, I know that name.
So that's my partner from high school and middle school. So for me to always be around him and him freestyling and just writing raps and going to the studios doing songs, that had encouraged me to like get on my shit, because I was just in the streets selling weed and doing petty things. So he was like, man, like get up on this, and I'm like, all right. So I started writing, showing him my raps. He was helping me out, like, you know, changing words, changing bars, and after so long, I just started taking it serious and like kind of doing it on my own. And shit, here I am now. You know what I mean?
Okay. And you stuck with the music.
Yeah, definitely.
You started taking that serious. Did you
Yeah.
start to? At what point did you say, okay, like this is gonna be my main shit?
I want to say after my relative, baby Trey, got killed, I was like, damn, like, okay, I got shot. He got shot, but he ain't here. That just motivated me to be like, all right, what you gonna do, Slim? Because these streets is really wild. I already done got hit. My cousin dead, so it's like, I'm gonna go into this, like, really stick to this and try to make this my career. So I lost a family member, and kept in mind, like, I gotta do something, bro, because if I don't do it, I could be a victim of these streets and out here to see somewhere. You feel me?
Yeah, man. You know, because we just lost Nipsey.
That part, man.
Not too long ago.
Shit's still going on to this day, so you got this move correctly out here in these streets.
Yeah, I've interviewed him before.
It felt good. I'm proud of my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of the radio stations for supporting the artists. I'm proud of the artists for working hard and staying in the game when we didn't have no outlets. I'm proud of the city for buying tickets to the concerts, you know, promoting to their friends, traveling around the world with the mixtapes, putting people on. I'm proud of the venues for booking us and giving us chances. LA is very segregated, and LA has a bad reputation because of the gang culture. But our generation clearly on something else. When me and YG collab, and I go to Compton to his hood and with all my jewelry on, and I get love. And he come to the hood and get love, and shoot videos with his homies in the hood and get love.
And we would run into each other every so often.
Yeah.
You know, like that image that people portray of how Nipsey was exactly how he was when I first met him and when we did interviews and everything.
Cool,
he was
cat.
very consistent,
Cool cat, for real.
very serious. And, you know, for example, I had Big U on here.
Nipsey came out, he the first artist and the only artist ever to never come out and claim a city.
He claimed
Luke
the set.
claimed Long Beach, he claimed the set. And he claimed one of the most violent sets on records. So when we start moving, I used to purposely watch all our videos, make sure. I used to tell Steve, no, that video can't go out because in the back of there, got somebody's set crossed out. And that video, no, you can't do this. And we used to purposely, like, make sure we wasn't dissing people, but representing the turf.
Yeah.
I had him on here not too long ago.
Okay.
And he was telling me about how, you know, when he first started managing Nipsey, that he consciously tried to, you know, utilize Nipsey to try to have Crips and Bloods cooperate together on the music side. You know, they would do video shoots and he would look through the footage and say, no, you can't use this shot because so-and-so's hood gets crossed out in the background. Let's take that shot out. And yeah, let's have them wear red more often just so it's not so polarizing.
Yeah.
And you know, because I remember, you know, there was a point that Crips and Bloods could not do music together. They could not be in the same studio together. You know, even during Death Row's heyday, they were like the only ones that were pulling that off.
Yeah.
Just because there was so much money. But other than that, you can't be in the studio. You can't be in the studio like a DJ Quick if you're a Crip. Like, there was too much politics. Do you felt like Nipsey changed a lot of that?
Yeah, he was one of them dudes that just made it his business to, you know, keep it humble and respectful. And it was basically like whoever like he felt was cool enough to be around, he was around them, embraced them, gave them game, and that showed others to where if you are on some negative stuff, it's you're gonna have to tone it down a little bit or you're gonna be lost in the sauce because this is what's going on today time. And I feel like he didn't change a lot of lives just within like the negativity. You see what I'm saying? Because LA County is, just growing up in LA County is hard for number one. And on top of that, just getting people to come together, you know what I mean, and become one and work together, like that's even harder. So if you got a certain individual that can risk his life within doing that, like that's a blessing. And I feel Nipsey was our blessing to LA County in a sense of bringing Crips and Bloods together to make a change. You see what I'm saying? To show the world like what couldn't be done years ago is being done within the 2000s. You feel me?
Well, yeah, I remember when Big U organized that gang march.
Yeah.
And you had Rolling 60s and A-Tray gangsters.
Yeah.
And I remember he explained to me how serious that beef was, where
Hell
it almost
yeah.
split L.A.
Yeah.
You had to be either cool with the 60s or the A-Trays.
Yeah.
Because it was such a large-scale conflict. And them being together, marching together, and it was peaceful, and everything was like something that hadn't happened in like 40 years.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you heard about that situation and your relationship with Nipsey, him being in that neighborhood that he felt comfortable in, but it was still, the hood? And I remember there's a famous interview I did with Boosie.
Those are the guys who would want to hurt you, those guys who've been looking at you your whole life and building up envy. They build up envy to where they can't do nothing now. They can't stop you from getting money. You don't want to be their friend or associate. You can't come in their crew and get any kind of money. They're too big for you to even try to beef with. So you know what? I'll just take your life.
Where you talked about how most rappers get killed in their own neighborhood. And Nipsey, unfortunately, has kept that dialogue going after there's a long string of rappers that's happened to.
I feel within heart, he was apparently not saying he wasn't scared of death, but it was like he ain't just not gonna go where he feel he wanna go. It's like whatever happens gonna happen. You feel me? You can't run from death. You can't run from certain things. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. But he went there on negativity. It was more so positive and helping his homies still. And I just feel like when I heard it got to me, bro, because I'm working at the moment. You feel me? Shooting a video, and once I'm getting a call in the news, it was shocking to me because out of everybody, I'm like, damn, Nipsey. But I feel he took this to open everybody else's eyes up within LA County and the world. Like if it happened to him and we look up to him the most, it could happen to everybody. So that right there kind of, got a lot of people thinking different, moving different. Others might be working with others when they wasn't working with them. Or they just stand to themselves, but knowing what's really going on in these streets.
When Eric Holder got arrested for that, did that bring any degree of closure to you, or do you not care?
Me personally, I feel like, man, whether it's closure or not, it was some bull stuff, bro, and it shouldn't have happened, but like, I can't really even say because he's sitting up in jail, then he dead. It's like what's good for us that's still on these streets, you feel me? Because it's like, that was the bro, and he was really like telling them stories that we looked up to or really wanted to download. When we heard his new song coming out, we was quick to download and see what he talking about on it. So for that dude to take all that from us, that's bull stuff, bro. But on another hand, like I say, it got people thoughts, you know what I mean, different. You see what I'm saying? Because once a person's still here on earth, you ain't really thinking about certain things on the half of if he was dead, you feel me? Because once a nigga deceased, we think different. But for him to still be here, it's like we still maneuvering how we maneuver. So him in jail, it it ain't make me happy or none of that. You feel me? And I really don't care, but it just like our bro, like we would never see this guy again ever because of this nigga. It's like it's a cold game out here, man. That's why you gotta watch yourself and be around the solid fruit niggas that keep their eyes open to these streets and watching your surroundings. Period.
Well, let's, and this brings me to your situation. So, the shooting that happened, it happened in Compton.
Yeah.
Okay. So, walk me through what exactly happened.
I feel like I'm gonna keep it short and simple real quick. I was just pulling up on my block within my neighborhood to, holler at my family before I kind of hit the road to go handle my business and, do shows and etc.
Okay, so you're in your neighborhood in your car.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess you had some other people in the car with you also, right?
Yeah, I had two bros in the car, but my vehicle was hella tinted. So when I jump out to go see my family, like, I guess these dudes was already on the block waiting for anybody to pull up to do whatever they was gonna do, but I was the one they caught. So as I'm walking, they already about to get the popping. So once I hear shots, shit, I'll get to trying to run, duck, get behind cars to get to my folks, like garage and house. And within me kind of halfway getting there, I kind of fall. And one of my relatives come out the house while they still shooting at a nigga. They pulling me and dragging me in, talking to me, trying to keep me alive. And it worked. You feel me? So ambulance came and took me from there, bro. But I still fully ain't myself. I'm out. You feel me? I ain't really know what's going on. But like I said, I got hit 9 times. When I did wake up, I'm blurry. I'm seeing my family, but really don't know who is who. And the doctor talking to me, asking me questions just to see how much of me as me is here with them. And I'm answering halfway correctly. Then the way I'm talking, it's like I'm mumbling. You see what I'm saying? I ain't really fully pronouncing shit right and etc. So I just stop. I just stopped talking. It's like, man, fuck it. I'm just going to stop talking to the doctor.
Okay, so you weren't actually in your car when the shooting happened?
I jumped out of it.
Oh, you jumped out.
And my bros stayed in the car.
Okay, and your friends didn't get shot?
Nah, like I say, my tent so black. I got front tent on my front window, sides, all that. So once I jumped out and it's dark, they just thinking I'm by myself. They don't see nobody. Okay. So once they seen me on the street walking, it was like I got him. They not worried about shooting my car, who in my car. They was focused on me.
But this is your own block.
Yeah.
With your family who lives on that block. So did your family actually see all this happen?
Nah, because they was in the house. You see what I'm saying? Doing whatever they're doing. But once they heard shots, they ran to the door trying to see really like what's going on. And once they seen me, then my little relative come out and like try to like, you know what I mean, help me out.
Yeah. Man, like, it's one thing to be, because your last situation happened in someone else's neighborhood. You said you shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
This is close to home.
Uh-huh.
They really tried to assassinate you.
Hell yeah.
At your, not your home, but your block, your family's home.
Yeah.
I mean, this just sounds crazy. You had been shot before. So when you first felt the bullets, what started to go through your head?
Honestly, man, I was trying, in my mind, bro, I'm trying to get away, and I'm thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing, my daughter, you see what I'm saying, my family, and shit. After that, I'm just like, damn, like it might be over, you feel me? And as they study shooting, I'm like, man, I'm damn near about to give up. Like, man, it's over. But for my folks to come out and grab me, that kind of motivated me to stay like alive and do what they telling me to do to keep me alive. You feel me?
So this is your relatives came out and grabbed you, or your friends in the car?
Yeah, my folks, yeah.
So they're actually risking their lives
Why they still shooting?
The
to come
shooters
get
are still there, so they're risking their lives
Yeah.
to save you, knowing they might get killed in the process.
Yeah.
That's some real soldier shit.
Yeah.
Right there, man. I mean, I kind of tearing up just even talking about it.
For real.
That's some real love right there, man. A lot of people would have just stayed in the house and waited for the shooting to end,
I feel you.
and you would have probably died right there.
Yeah, that part.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man. That's something you can't pay back.
Yeah.
So you get shot 9 times.
Yeah.
But I assume that every time they shot, they didn't hit you, so they must have let off a lot more.
They let off hella shots, but only 9 hit me.
Only 9.
Yeah.
I mean, people died from one gunshot.
Yeah.
But where did you get hit exactly?
Shit. I want to say I got skinned on my head, my ear, my face, top, back, front, stomach, like.
So you got shot in the stomach.
Yeah.
I understand they had a staple. Your stomach.
Yeah, I still got them right here too.
Okay. So they take you to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Were you thinking you're not going to make it as you're going through this?
Actually, I can't really say what I was thinking, but I would say I thought, like, in reality, what I remember, I was like dreaming of something, bro. Like, it seemed like I was somewhere with homies just doing some shit, but I must have been in an ambulance truck, or I must have been at the hospital at this time, but in mine, it felt like I was dreaming. You know what I mean? So I really can't say like what I was thinking, but it just felt like a dream.
Okay. So they had to operate on you, I assume.
Huh?
They had to operate on you?
Yeah.
And they had to pull out the bullets.
Yeah.
Any of the bullets still in you?
I got one of my jaws still in me.
In your jaw?
Yeah.
Why can't they pull that out?
I don't know, but I got another doctor's appointment coming up. I'm going to check on that.
Okay. So at one point after all the was it multiple operations?
I had probably like 4 different surgeries.
4 surgeries?
Different surgeries, yeah.
Right, because when you first heard the news and you're like, Slim 400 got shot 9 times and he's in ICU,
Yeah.
you're thinking he may not make it 9 times, and you're hearing about a surgery, you're like, okay, this may not work out, unfortunately, but you actually pulled through.
Yeah.
Do you remember in between the surgeries, or do they just happen all one after another and you just wake up after all of them?
I was just waking up after all of them. But the last one that I did have, I remember going into the actual, I went to this room and they laid me flat on this bed. So I'm looking up and the guy was like, look, I'm about to give you this medicine and you're going to go to sleep. And when you wake up, you're going to have staples on you and you're going to be cool. I'm like, all right. But at this moment, my front had hella tape on it and it was just looking ugly. So when I woke up, I forgot where I was at. You feel me? Because the medicine had you sew this out of it. When I woke up from the last surgery, I was like, damn, where I'm at? Like.
Right, so you're probably on morphine, right?
Yeah.
Like real,
So
the
that shit just
heaviest
knocked me
narcotic.
out.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was in Vegas and had to do something in Vegas. So when I woke up, it felt like I was in a hospital in Nevada. But the whole time I'm out here in LA. It's like, that's crazy.
You're hallucinating, basically.
But they had me, after the surgery, they had me still laying on this bed for probably like another 30, 40 minutes till I came back. You feel me? And once I actually came back, the guy that rolled me from my room to down there, he came back like, you ready to go back up? I'm like, then that's when I'm not talking to myself, but thinking to myself like, damn, this is where I'm at. You feel me? And I went back to my room and I was cool.
So at one point, the surgeries are over, and you wake up, and you're conscious, and you understand where you are, what just happened.
Yeah, what's going on.
And everything, you're starting to stabilize. What was really the first emotion that you started feeling? Was it, I'm happy to be alive, or I'm angry about what just happened?
Nah, I feel like I'm happy, I'm alive, and I'm able to like still like be with my family, my daughter, you know what I'm saying, to like have another chance in life, you feel me?
Is this your daughter right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a happy feeling. I'm still angry inside because nobody want to go through this type of shit, but in reality, it's like, you know, whatever happened, happened. You feel me? It was part of God plan, and you know, I got to deal with this type of stuff. But on the other side of it, I got another chance at life, so I'm feeling a little better. You see what I'm saying? The doctor's telling me I'ma live. The doctor's letting me know surgeries went good. Certain bullets is out. Just take this medicine, do this, do that, and you're gonna be all right. So I went off that.
Can I ask your daughter a question on camera with you, or do you want to keep her off?
Like, I'd rather keep her off,
Okay.
bro. You see what I'm
No
saying?
problem.
Yeah,
That's why I asked.
yeah.
So what happened when your daughter first went into that hospital room and saw her dad in that state?
I feel when I looked at her, because my mom ain't even tell me she was coming up there. She would just said a couple of people gonna come visit you. And I'm thinking to myself, like, who is she talking about? But when I see my daughter walk in, like, I know when she happy and I know when she kind of like down. So when I seen her face, it was like a sad little puppy face, like, you see what I'm saying? So off the back, I'm like, damn, like she hot, she mad. So I just was talking to her the normal way I talk to her. I asked her how she doing it there, et cetera, et cetera. That I had her get on my bed just to get a little closer to me. You see what I'm saying? And she got up there. We was talking normally, and about what we gonna do when I get out, and we went from there. She stayed in there probably like an hour and a half, probably 2, and went on about her business. But my thoughts talking to her was like, I can't keep putting her through this. You see what I'm saying? So I got to do better as a dad. You feel me? I got to watch my behind as a dad and know it's the reason for me being here, and I got to provide and really, you know what I mean, like do other things.
Yeah, I could just imagine, you know, as a father,
Yeah.
to have to go through that with your little girl. So we heard about this situation. You know, we reported on it. And when you hear someone get shot 9 times, you think, all right, they're going to be in the hospital for like 6 months or a year, and there's going to be rehabilitation, and there's going to be a long process. And I think, you know, when I mentioned the situation with Trey D, you know, I think he kind of like did a lighthearted joke about, oh yeah, he ain't gonna be in the studio anytime soon. Like, he just got shot 9 times. You know, he had friends that had been through similar situations. But 15 days later, you walked out of that hospital.
Yeah, and I feel it got a lot to do with just me being on the nurses. You see what I'm saying? And the doctors. Like, look, and heart, I'm feeling like this. I think I can do this. And they like, look, we don't want you to move too fast. We just want to make sure before you do leave, if you able to leave, you kind of like at least halfway of 100% or at least 75, 80. And I'm like, look, man, I got things to do. That's what I kept telling them. They looking at me dumbfounded and stupid like, look, bro, you just got shot. You got to chill. I'm like, look, man, what do I got to do? And they was like, look, only thing I can suggest is you just eat the food we give you and just keep taking this medicine and letting this IV work with you. I'm like, all right, bet.
Right, because you had dialysis also for your kidneys.
For like, damn it, like 3 days, 4 days. And that's like the worst thing, because you got to really sit there like, don't move. And if you just move your neck like this, the shit'll get the beep it and they got to start over. And it's like, man. So you got to sit there just still for like 4 hours, 3.5 hours.
Wow.
And you know, once you have to sit still, you get the itching and you want to move your foot and you want to move your hand, and it just seemed like that naturally happened when you have to sit still.
Of course.
So it was just like I don't know, for me, I was just getting angry with it, bro. And I told the doctor, like, man, look, man, I don't want to do this. Or if I do it, have me in my room. Have them come hook up this shit in my room, because I'd rather be watching TV knowing what's going on versus just downstairs where they had me at watching the doctors hook up other people to the dialysis and running in and out. It's like, that's annoying and it's irritating. So out of 3 to 4 times, they came up twice in my room, and then I did it the last time downstairs. So the last time I did it, I was comfortable, and I had them give me some medicine to kind of like knock me out. So once I took them little pills that they gave me, I woke up probably like an hour and a half within like the 3 hours that they wanted me to do. And I said, like, where I'm at right now, how many hours I done did? It was like, you had like 145, almost 2 hours. I'm like, all right. So once I really hit another 15 minutes, I'm like, look, bro, is it a way I can get a half of another pill or something? He was like, look, we gonna give you another little piece. That gave me another little piece. That was another hour. And that's how I got kind of done with it. But for the first 2 times, I was just angry. Then they put the little thing on your arm to check your blood pressure and all that. It was getting so tight. I'm like, bro, you can't move it, cause it'll pump up so much to where I'm like, like, man, take it off. Like, they thinking I'm tripping and really losing my mind, but to me it was hurting. So that dialysis, like, I don't approve of that, bro. But that was refreshing my kidneys.
Yeah.
And showing the doctors I'm gonna be able to like pee, you know what I mean, drink what I want to drink, eat what I want to eat without having to be on a certain type of diet that they consider it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I interviewed Keek the Sneak recently. I don't know if you heard of his story.
Yeah, I know about him, his story and all that.
Well,
that's my boy.
Yeah, I used to DJ for him.
Yeah.
He got shot up.
Yep, I'm already knowing the deal.
And I did the interview with him, and he actually had the kidney machine on his lap during our interview that was having to clean his kidneys.
Yeah.
And he was on his way to prison, and he was just really like scared that once he got there, they weren't going to have the proper, equipment and care for him, that he might die.
I'm like, damn, I should have had another option. I should have had ankle monitor. You know what I'm talking about? I just should have had another option other than y'all just locking me up. And then my condition, I can't be around nothing filthy. Everything got to be sanitized when you're dealing with me right now, because I'm so easy to get an infection. They move my spleen, meaning my immune system is not as strong as it should be. I can catch a cold and die. If I catch pneumonia, I can die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My immune system ain't strong as it should be. You know what I'm talking about? Anything could take me out. I can't catch a cold, a simple one.
Yeah.
And he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm looking at you going like, yo, this is really unbelievable, because I know Keek.
Yeah.
And I see where he is right now. He's lucky to be alive, but he's in not very good shape.
Yeah.
How much of leaving early was paranoia that the dudes who did it might come back to finish the job?
Me personally, I ain't thinking about none of that, and I ain't feel no type of way about that, because from the way it happened and how it happened, not saying I put myself in that position, but I just know what to do and what not to do now. And man, thoughts run through my mind like, they gonna be back on me, or I'm gonna run to these niggas again, etc. It's like, move correctly, be with my bros, and keep your eyes open to these streets. You feel me? I don't trip on the negativity. You see what I'm saying?
Well, in an interview you did, you said that what happened to you came from hate and jealousy.
Yeah, yeah, it is, because what we doing, it blow a lot of niggas' minds, bro. Cause niggas wake up broke, have to hit a lick. You see what I'm saying? Family members on them about paying bills or getting up doing something. Then you see these other cats out here in new cars and having money and doing this and etc. That's hate. You see what I'm saying? It's like, fuck them, fuck, you know what I mean? So, come on, man.
In my interview with Boosie, he called it hypnotized with hatred.
Mm-hmm.
He said that.
All right, now you hypnotized with hatred. I'm tired of hearing about him. I'm tired of hearing about this guy. I know what I'm gonna do. And that's how it started, man. They get hypnotized. They get hypnotized, man.
When you're doing well, especially when other people were doing something similar, when you started, and they keep having to see your name over and over again. And
that make them mad,
and their
bro.
girlfriend's playing your song, and they're on YouTube, and your video comes up, and the radio comes on, your song's on there, and they're on Instagram, and someone reposts your shit. They start to get, and that keeps building over and over again. They get hypnotized to the point where the only thing that they could do is want to kill you and just get you out of there.
I just seen niggas cussing out their girl. I just seen niggas throwing my CD out the windows and all type of stuff. And it's like, for what, bro? I don't even know you like that. It's just what they go through with they women or they family because of they just making them mad. You know what I'm saying? So for them to get mad from the next woman or the next nigga, it come back on me like, well, fuck him. Like, I don't got nothing to do with y'all, man. That's y'all little issue.
Yeah, well, you said that a younger version of yourself would be looking for payback right now.
Huh?
You said that a younger version of yourself would have been looking for payback right now.
Yeah, because I was just stuck in my ways in a sense of like just, I ain't care about me doing negativity. You see what I'm saying? And me being on a, how would I say it? Like, I just didn't care about either going to jail or even something happening. It was just like, bro, you ain't about to do this to my bros, or you ain't about to just do this to me. But in reality now, I just look at it as I got a lot more to live for. You see what I'm saying? So what happened, I feel I got a clean slate. You know what I mean? So I can get back out here and get to doing the dumb shit, but who to say it ain't not gonna happen again? So somewhere down this line, you gotta grow up and just know your purpose is really wanted and do what it is that you're here to do, which is, like I said, rap, provide for my family, and line other people up in situations to where they can become a better person. You feel me?
Well, I had Trey D on my show recently, and when he was active, he ran into one of his enemies. One of his, not anyone he knew, but an enemy gang. He got shot in the back. His lung collapsed, and he had kids around, like some of his younger little nephews or cousins or something like that. And he got rushed to the hospital, and he made it.
Yeah.
And I asked him if the dude that shot him came in this room right now and sat down next to him and apologized to him, what would he do? And his answer kind of surprised me.
That's right, homie. What's your name? All right, for sure. For sure. I appreciate that, homie. Apology wasn't even necessary. We was living that life at the time. Ain't no thing, man. For sure. If that give you some kind of closure or whatever, that's cool. Solid.
Wow. He said, I was out there doing the same thing. I was shooting at people. I was doing what he was doing. We were both active at that time. He's not active anymore.
Yeah.
He understands the game. He doesn't take it personally, and he's willing to move on.
Yeah.
I interviewed Yellow Beezy as well recently, who recently got shot up.
Yeah, that's my boy, yeah.
I asked him that same question. He was like,
ain't no fucking apologizing. There ain't no apologizing shit. We done went too far. Ain't no apologizing.
Fuck that. He's not walking up out of here. Like, you're not gonna shoot me and just, you know.
Everybody's different.
So let's just say the dudes who shot you, they came in there and said, you know something, we were tripping. Now that we look at the whole situation, we're sorry.
Yeah.
We want to apologize for what happened. How would you take that?
Me personally, being honest as a man, bro, like, I don't know. And ain't no shaking no hands. I'm not accepting your apology. And I don't even want to talk. That is how I always been as a man. And I feel certain things within me, being a man, ain't gonna change, straight up. And I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. So I can't say I'm gonna accept their apology. I ain't gonna shake their hand. I don't want nothing to do with you niggas. I don't want to talk to you niggas. I'm just gonna keep it regular, how I'm gonna keep it. And that just stand to myself and on my grind and staying focused about getting my bag, you feel me? Other than that, all this other shit that they talking about, I want to talk about is for the birds. You feel me? Straight up.
Have you been back to that block since then?
No, to be real, I've been so busy. I ain't had time to even do it, and if I did have the time, I'ma just still chill because that is me putting myself back in situations that might can occur again. So that been my block for so many years, bro, and I done did so much on that block. It's like if I got the opportunity to do other things, I'm about to start doing other things versus just chilling on the block. And that was my issue. Yeah. I'm so on the block. I'm just chilling on the block. Whether I got shows to do, money to make, verses to do, studio sessions, I always made it my point in my business to pull up on the block for a couple of minutes and see the same people, chop it up, smoke weed, and get out of there. That's my MO. But today, after this, I can't say I'm gonna do that no more. Yeah. It's like, it gotta be something different, cause like what you getting out of it? It's like you doing the same shit, Slim, and that ain't getting me nowhere.
Trady said something interesting in one of our interviews. Yeah, keeping it real, he said, is the worst phrase.
It's the worst phrase that ever hit the urban community, because mentally you attach that to, I have to continue doing the same things I did before I became who I am now.
Right.
And that's a fallacy.
If you don't go back to your old neighborhood, you're not keeping it real.
Yeah.
If you do go back to your old neighborhood with a bodyguard, you're not keeping it real. Oh, look at that punk ass bodyguard. Well, you think he's gonna stop something? He not real. And no matter what you do, there's going to be a group of people they're gonna accuse you of not being real.
Yeah. So I say this. See me, like in my section, I don't got no problems and no issues with nobody, cause I'm a certain type of dude that be on my tip and handle my own business. You feel me? So I get had of love and respect. So if I do pull up with a bodyguard, they already know it's because of other situations and other things that have occurred in the past. They not looking at a nigga like he ain't keeping it real or he changed. Like, oh, that's out. Me doing this is like just to have an extra set of eyes with me while I'm out here in these streets, you know, running from A to B, trying to handle my business. Other than that, yeah, you gonna have hate and people talking behind your back and saying whatever they gonna say, but niggas ain't saying it in a nigga face. Niggas ain't letting me know they saying it, you feel me? I'm hearing it through a woman or another nigga, you feel me? And once I hear something through another woman or another nigga, I don't even care about that, because at the end of the day, they might be lying. So I tend to one ear out the other when it come down to shit like that, you feel me?
Well, you come out of the hospital after 15 days, and then you go to the studio.
Yeah.
Is that the first place you go to, pretty much?
No, actually, I went to my attorney house just to get out of like LA, and me and him had a long talk about just my up and coming events, certain contracts he was receiving, certain phone calls he was receiving from management, and who was really concerned about me. So me and him talked for a good couple hours, and as me doing that in the valley, I was just thinking to myself like, damn, like I'm really still here. So I told him like, man, I'm about to get back in the lab. So I called my manager, Mud, like, look, bro, like let's set some shit up. And shit, he set it up within a blink of an eye. Like, look, we can go do this. What? Let's go. And at that time, I was walking a little slower than this, probably getting a little dizzy here and there. So the walks that I was walking, I'm probably jumping out the car straight to the door. You feel me? While my people go park, whatever. But in the booth, if I did a 12, I'm doing 4. Then go sit down. Go do another 4. Come sit down. Do another 4. Come sit down. Listen to it. Bam. Talk about it. Critique it. Might change some shit. Then I did the hook. And as I'm getting back in my mode, I'm like, man, I'm back, Larry. Like, let's do this shit. Did another song. So me and the homegirl C-Star, we did a hook. You know what I mean? So me and her kind of like worked on the hook together, knocked that out, and she like, man, it don't seem like you got shot. Like you seem like you the same. All right, y'all take that. Y'all take that if y'all want to. I'm still hurt, but I'm not playing it off. It's just I feel it hard. I have to start doing what I used to do in order to get back in my mode, because if I sit around the house or just be on some just chilling shit, I feel I'm just always chill. So I'm motivating myself, and I'm making it my business to walk. I'm making it my business to hit a studio. I'm making it my business to do a verse, because that's my whole life. This is my career. So I'm taking my time about it, and I ain't trying to move too fast, but what am I waiting on for real? You see what I'm saying? I got my medicine on me. You feel me? I got a couple of people with me. So if I pass out, they got me or whatever, but I'm not thinking about none of that. But if it was to happen, like, I'm ready for whatever, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I just interviewed Conway the Machine from,
Yeah.
Griselda, and he got shot in the head, and half his face was paralyzed permanently.
Yeah.
You end up getting Bell's palsy?
Yeah, like it's from the nerve damage, they said, like,
Yeah.
because from getting hit in the neck, my shit was fucked up. Like, this whole, like, I couldn't really, like, lift nothing. I had to work all that shit back out. Like, I couldn't walk to the bathroom on my own.
To this day, the right side of his face is just completely paralyzed. And he talked about the process. He said for a while, he just stayed in the house.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go outside because he didn't want to hear people.
See, some people will want to stay in the house
Yeah.
and just chill and stay away from the public eye because the way they look, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't look too bad. You know what I mean? I'm wearing this rag because of my ear, whatever the case may be, but for the most part, I still look myself. I still sound myself. Certain people get shot and they're not they self.
Yeah,
so that's gonna
learn.
make you stay in the house, you feel me?
Well, first they told him that he was never going to walk again.
Yeah.
But then he learned to walk, and then he had to learn to talk. Then he had to learn to rap. Because think about if half your face is just not functioning anymore, it changed your voice, and it was,
Yeah.
and he turned around and got a deal with Shady Records and got a song with Eminem, and he getting a big album coming out.
That's me saying, don't listen to nobody.
Yeah.
That's me saying, believe in God, pray, and know you gonna do better. You see what I'm saying? Have it in your mind, you gonna do better, because you can listen to whoever you want to listen to, but 9 times out of 10 is they telling the truth. Is everything they saying is valid? Like for us to hear all this other shit on the internet about me losing legs and mouth wired and not gonna be able to do this and do that no more, that's for the birds, bro. That's out. I feel nobody really know what the fuck is going on until you yourself put it out there. Anything else you hearing before I talk, that's what somebody else thinking or what they're just talking about to up their status and they views and all that shit. You know what I mean? The internet is a cold game, and somebody gonna want to be the first to put any and everything out, but that shit ain't valid. So I'm a living witness, bro. 9 times walking on my own, talking on my own, and doing the same shit I was doing before I left. It's taking a little more time to be 100% about doing it, but I ain't just in the house until I feel like I'm 100%.
Right.
I'm out the house at 85% and in these streets getting to 100. Like, I ain't playing.
Right, because you lost hearing in one of your ears, right?
Yeah, right now I can't even hear out this ear.
Yeah.
So every time I'm on the phone, I'm on this. I be like, that shit's so irritating, but I'd rather be doing that than, like I said, be deceased. You know what I'm saying? Thank the Lord for everything that he did for me and what's going on with me right now. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, 50 Cent got shot 9 times.
That part.
Tupac got shot 5 times.
Yeah. Game got shot 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
Game got shot 5 times?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I know he got shot. I didn't know
So,
the details.
everybody's situation be different, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like looking at a miracle right now, because
when 50 just hit me on the Instagram, he was like, "Yeah, man, I know about that lucky number 9," and that just kind of like threw a smile on my face, and I'm thinking to myself like, he a fool, but in reality, he being real.
So 50,
Straight up.
50 personally hit you and say, I know what you're going through right now.
Yeah, he actually put me up on his Instagram, and he wrote some shit and tagged me in it like, "Hey, bro, I know about that lucky number 9. Like some niggas don't make it out, and it's hard to go through, but you a tough boy. Like, you a tough boy, ice water." And later on that day, his assistant, his assistant hit us like tell Slim to tap in with me. And that day I was at the studio doing some more songs. So when I left the studio, it was about like 10 something that night, and I called him. His assistant was just telling me 50 just jumped out the car going to like a meeting that he had to have about some business. So I was like, all right, just tell him to holler at me, bro, but I appreciate him for putting me up on Instagram and, you know, showing love. So when you do go through certain things that another person could relate to, and they genuine and respectful, like, they reach back out. And, you know, 50 Cent did that, and I respect it. Before all this and all the other shit I was doing back in the day, like, we talking, texting, FaceTiming each other, like, randomly. It's just certain shit slowed up because of my doings. But he overlooked that after this situation that he's seen, like, I'm gonna tap in with him, and tapped in with me. So I appreciate that, real talk.
Well, look, man, it sounds like you really appreciate
Hell yeah.
where you are right now and how you're able to still see your daughter.
Yeah.
And still see your family. Sounds like you have an incredible set of relatives who saved you.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you say who it was?
Yep. God bless her.
Who do you know who actually went outside and saved you? Can you say who
Yeah,
that
I
is?
know, but I ain't gonna say her name like that.
Okay, fair
but
enough. That's fine.
That's really my people's. And
Yeah.
I joke with her, clown with her, you feel me? Yeah. Certain places she need to go, get to, she need a little dollars or whatever she need help with. Like that's my partner.
Yeah, and you know, although this is still fresh in your mind, I don't get the feeling that you're going to try to get revenge and put yourself into a cycle and everything else like that. You know what I mean?
Like
I feel like you've matured
I'm
from
all
whatever.
that shit alone, bro.
Yeah.
Like my focus is getting a real situation out here and being able to say, okay, like, he an A-list celebrity now, his mind right, his business up to par, his ice water brand popping, his weed strands is selling good,
right?
And he provide for his family in a real major way, you feel me? And putting on others.
Yeah, and you're a CEO of Ice Water?
Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned the weed brand.
Yeah.
It's like pre-rolls and everything?
I got pre-rolls with Cavi.
Okay, I need some of those before you leave.
Huh?
I need some of those before you leave.
See, the cold thing about it, I ain't really got nothing on me, but mark my words, bro. I'll pull back up and give you a couple just off the strength of just being a real nigga, you feel me?
I got
Straight
you.
up.
Selling out like crazy.
Yeah? Okay. And you got a new project coming?
Yeah, I got a new project coming. With the first song I'm about to drop off my new project is called Shake Back, and it's featuring Young Dolph.
Okay.
Like Dolph been tapping in with me for a while.
Right, and Dolph went through that shooting himself.
Yeah.
In Hollywood.
Yeah. So
okay.
I feel me and him kind of got something in common, but before even all this and all his shit, he was just tapping in on some real nigga shit. Like, Slim, what's up? I like your movement. I like what you're doing. I want to work with you. I want to mess with you. And I was just busy running around doing me, hanging with the bro YG, and just on our tip and doing what we doing. But now all this popped off, and I'm sober, mind is right. I'm like, let's go on and go back to the drawing board and tap in with people that was tapping in with me. So the Shake Back featuring Dolph is like it's a blessing, bro. And the song is hard, so we about to go on and push that with Empire and see where it leads to.
That's what's up, man. And if you haven't, for everyone who's watching, check out the song Pyru.
Oh,
That's a dope one, man.
That's one of my top songs out here.
Yeah.
Pyro.
Yeah, the way who's the dude on the hook?
Paranoia J. Key.
Right, the way
That's my partner right
the way he
there.
rhymed corner of marijuana. I just never heard it rhyme like that before.
Yeah.
You know, it's two words that aren't supposed to rhyme.
Yeah, that's like he just like he rap a certain way, and how he be harmonizing and kind of like singing type shit. That's my bro. He dope as fuck, and he working on his solo project, and we about to drop that up on the Ice Water. So I got some shit coming, man. I got some bros that's about to drop named Big Buddha and Follow JoJo. Yeah, I mean they tape about to drop probably on the 7th.
On the 2nd.
Well, on the August 2nd, they about to drop. What is it?
Chapo from the Bay.
Yep, El Chapo. He from Ice Water for the Bay. My bad.
What's his name?
My boy Chapo.
Okay.
My boy Chapo, he from Ice Water. Yeah, my boy Chapo, he from Ice Water. Yeah, I mean Perrier, Ice Water. Yeah, I mean Follow JoJo, Big Buddha, Ice Water. I'm about to drop all they tapes under my label, bro, and get them a chance to, you know, do something different with their life. You know what I mean?
Slim 400, man. I appreciate you coming in and telling your story.
Yeah, good looking.
And not glorifying your story. You know, you didn't. Some people be like, yeah, you know, I got shot 9 times. Motherfuckers can't touch me. I'm Superman. You know.
See, when you do stuff like that, bro, you gotta just look for something else to happen, or something else gonna pop off, cause you just too amped. You just too feeling like you Superman or somebody. Like,
yeah.
I don't go around acting like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble and collective, bro. And you know, I take it how it comes. You feel me? Like I did hella wrong and, you know, messed up over the years, but like I said, God gave me another chance to do right, man, and show the public eye like he is somebody that we can look up to and respect on another level now, versus just, oh, he a street dude or he a gang member, or all that's out, man. Don't throw me in a box or under the bus. You see what I'm saying? I'm better than that.
It's what it is, man. I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
And you know, I wish you growth, and I wish your family well.
Yeah.
And man, congratulations on pulling through.
Yep, and I'm gonna be back real soon, man, to give you them pre-rolls, bro. I want you to
right.
check them out, bro. Them Ice Water pre-rolls is off the chain, bro.
Can't wait.
It tastes like straight Skittles.
Okay,
For
Skittles.
real.
I like that. Slim 400, man. Until next time.
Yep, hold up.